Hey, what's up guys, Curve here. Welcome to The Breakdown, a new series where I decided to kind of start it. It just came to my mind last night that I'm going to be making breakdown videos, and I was trying to think of the series name, and I was like, what should the series name be? And then a thing popped into my head. I was like, The Breakdown, so I decided to call it The Breakdown. So this is episode number 1 of The Breakdown. Let me explain it a little bit to you guys so you kind of get a feel for it and you know what's going on. So basically, The Breakdown is a series where I take league play gameplays on every single map and every single game mode possible on every single map, and I'm going to break them down and basically talk about them, split them up, show you guys what I did wrong, what I did right, what I should have done, and stuff like that. So welcome to the first ever episode of The Breakdown, and today we're actually going to be talking about Raid CTF. So we have that checked off, and yeah, so let's get to what I'm doing right here. So basically right here, right now, I'm playing with 3 of my friends, and the thing with playing CTF is you should have a 4-man party first of all. Doesn't matter what map, just try and run a full 4-man party. It's going to help you out the most. You're going to be able to get the most out of your game, and you just know what to do. Most of the time when you have a 4-man party, you can control people, place them where you want if you're the team leader. Doesn't really matter, just maybe run a 4-man party if you're really looking to do good in CTF. But now actually let's get into what I'm doing right here. So right now, what I'm doing on Raid is that there's 2 positions, or there's 3 main called positions. There's middle, there's poolside, and then there's monument, which is basically if you're facing the carport in the very back of the map, monument's going to be on your right, poolside's going to be on your left, and middle's going to be on in the center of the map. So for the next little bit in this commentary, I'm going to be actually using the callouts instead of explaining the callouts. I'm going to be actually just saying them to you guys. So make sure you know the callouts. At poolside, it's pretty obvious. Monument is pretty obvious, and then middle is pretty obvious. But you see there, I just hit a flag cap, which is pretty important. The one thing I like in this CTF game is that you can really, if you have friends, and let's say, like, let's just take this for example. See, my friend Zubby took out 2 enemies, I took out 1 enemy, that leaves 3 enemies, or that leaves 1 enemy left, and that means we can basically pull the flag. And the reason for that is when you know how many enemies are dead, or you know how many enemies are still alive, or anything to do with enemies being alive or dead, that's really important. So first off in CTF, or second off, is you really want to determine if the enemies are dead or not. Like here, let's see, Zubby killed a guy, and then basically here, now we have the enemy with 2 guys down. The other guy probably just spawned in, so that means there's 3 people, and now they have a full team. So what you really want to do is make sure you're paying attention to the kill feed, how many people are dead, so you can pull the flag. Now let me get into pulling the flag on Raid. So when you pull the flag on Raid, which is basically take the enemy flag, you want to make sure that the enemies are away from the flag. So right like here, I just decided in my mind that the enemy is going to be taking our flag. That means there's going to be at least 1 other person with them to kind of help secure the flag. There's going to be somebody on the other kind of side of the map, and there's going to be somebody doing something else, either camping or kind of trying to protect their flag. So you saw what I did there. We took them out pretty easily, and now we have 3 guys down. So that really just shows you that you need to keep track of how many people are alive and dead, where the enemies are on your mini-map, and what they're doing to be successful in league play capture the flag. So I got a nice little cap there from paying attention where the enemy was, knowing where they are at all times, and then using my radar to my advantage. So let's get to here, the one last thing I want to get into, and that is this last kind of play we did here. So this last play was in the second half of the game, and you see I just saw enemy there, and we see we have 2 people down, or sorry, I think now there's 3 people down. And the great thing about knowing how many people are dead, like I always say, is then you can pull the flag. So I knew how many people were dead there. I checked the kind of game right here, and I saw that there were 3 people up in the kind of spawn area of our building, and I knew 1 guy was going to be protecting the flag. So I quickly grabbed the flag, jump shot that guy, and now I'm going to run poolside because I know that all the enemies are going to be up by our flag and probably be taken out by our teammate. And then what I did there was I just killed the last guy in the spawn. I ran middle because it was a lot faster instead of poolside, and we ended up scoring another cap here by that move. Anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed the breakdown and a little bit of it. If you did want me to do more extensive kind of commentaries, I'll make them a little bit longer. Anyways guys, peace.